It's speed review time. Yahoo! When I do a speed review, I am reviewing things that I've already talked about or that I've been reviewing just on my own and I haven't filmed a whole video about. A lot of times I'll do a first impression on something and I tell you I will follow up in a speed review. That's what this is. First is the Revlon Skin Caring Foundation, Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation. When I tried this the first time, I wore it with a glass primer underneath that was abysmal. I've just decided I hated it, and a lot of you chimed in and said you love this foundation and you felt like the primer is the one that ruined it. I agree. I've worn it a couple times since. The problem is I absolutely got the wrong color. I actually think I got the wrong tone. This is very much a gray color, a gray tone. Do I think the foundation is good? I do think it's good. It has a medium coverage. It didn't grab a hold of dry patches. So if you like a more illuminating foundation that isn't too illuminating and it looks hydrating on your skin, I actually do think it's a good foundation. I just think I got the wrong color. Okay, this next one might be a bit controversial. This is the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. And I have used this quite a few times. I actually used it today. I just don't like it, and so many of you love this. So do not be swayed by my opinion if you love it, because we are all so different. My goal here is not to get you to not buy this or to buy something else. My goal is to tell you what I thought of it, and then you can make a more informed decision. I think the problem is that it is radiant. I just don't like a radiance underneath my eyes. I feel like what that does is it kind of shines a light on my wrinkles more, and I don't like that. I want to hide those wrinkles, and so I'm matting it down more and putting more powder on it to make it not shine. Well, that's kind of silly. I'm kind of negating the whole purpose of having a radiant concealer. So for me, this just doesn't work. For you, if it works, absolutely keep doing it. Just not for me. All right, I tried the e.l.f. Camo Peach Concealer, and I did wear this today as well. I like this. I wish it was a bit more hydrating like their Camo Hydrating Concealer is, but it's not horribly drying either. For me, it is a good peach. It's not too dark, it's not too light, but it does negate that blue underneath my eyes. And sometimes this is all I use and I don't use another concealer on top of it. All right, this is the Laura Geller Waterproof Spackle Eye Primer, and I got it in the medium deep. I'm on the fence on this one, honestly. I like it, but I don't like it. The only problem is, to me, is that it's a little bit too thick. I want it to be a thinner consistency so it's easier to spread. For me, I felt like I was pulling my eye more. If you don't have very loose eyelids, which most of us do because most of you watching me are midlife or higher, our eyelids are loose, and this just is, oh wow, it's getting all over the place. Okay, to me, I would much rather have a thinner consistency for an eye primer and then not have it pulling. It blanks out your entire eyelid. It's a lovely color. The tone I really like. I just think it's too thick for me. This channel is not all about makeup and beauty. I talk about, obviously, beauty, but I talk about decluttering, trying to live a simple life, and even some health things because I'm on a health journey to lose weight. So if that interests you, you might consider subscribing. All right, back to our speed review. In case you're wondering, today I'm wearing number 7's Restore and Renew Multi-Action Serum Foundation. It's one of my top 10 foundations from the drugstore. I'm just telling you because you guys ask me and I always forget to tell you. Wet n Wild Brow Maximizer Powder and Gel Duo. It's quite the name. It has a brush and that is powder on it. And then on the other side is a gel. I will just tell you right now, hate this. The powder itself gets everywhere. It's not even just fall out under here. I got it all over my hands. It gets everywhere. My whole countertop was full. It's abysmal. The gel itself, I guess, is clear, but it literally, once it dried, it looked like gray hairs on my eyebrows. It was horrible. Run far, far away. Do not buy this. This to me is one of the worst products that I have tried in a long time. And my hair is driving me nuts because it's doing that. The ColourPop DejaBrew. What a cute name. This I really like. It's more of a cool tone color palette. The shimmers, which are all down the middle, all are great. There is fallout, so you do need to be careful with that. I really liked the look I got on this, and this one's definitely going into my palettes drawer to keep. Glasses are going up and getting my hair back. Oh, I can see. I looked at the CoverGirl Easy Breezy Brow, and I've been using this quite often. I used it today. I have two thoughts on it, probably more than two. Do I think it's better than my Sigma Duo? Sadly, no. I don't think this is that decent. This is supposed to go like right underneath your brow to just kind of highlight your bone there. I just use an eyeshadow that I'm using with my palette. But if you don't have that and you like it, that's great. I've been trying to do a little bit lighter of a brow. Today, it did not work out. You know how sometimes your brows just do not cooperate? Today was one of those days. I think I will keep it and keep trying it more and more, and hopefully I will start to love it as much as I like my Sigma Duo. I do like it. I just don't love it. ColourPop blush. So on that video where I reviewed it for the first time and did an initial tryout, it said on the box that it came in that this was a highlighter. Oh no, it's not a blush, it's a highlighter. It was clearly mispackaged. This is not shimmery or a highlighter. This is definitely a blush. Here's the thing about this. I like the color. I think it's hard to get it onto my face. Like, I have a hard time. I think if you're gonna use it, you need to use a very dense brush. I do think it's okay. To me, I think there's better ones that go on easier. This is a powder. It feels like a cream. It's like a creamy powder. Maybe it's a cream that's very dry. Either way, I don't think it's my go-to favorite one, but many of you said you love it. So again, like, we're all so different. This is one of the few higher end products that I'm going to show you. This is from Nars. It's in the color Laguna. This is a bronzing cream. Love me a good bronzer. I think it's a good product. I wish it was a little bit more cool toned, but I do like it. I personally do not think it's worth the price tag. I like my Revolution one just as good, if maybe not better. This is the Revolution one and this is the Nars. And it's not even just the colors. I think that this one actually goes on a little bit better, a little bit easier, far, far less in cost. The reason I tried this is I kept hearing YouTubers, ones that I love and watch all the time, say this is their absolute holy grail bronzer. They love it. Everything compares to it. When you hear it that many times, you're like, okay, it must be that amazing. So I got it, and I do wait for a sale. I think this one's better. I just do. I did a whole video all about Essence, and it was a try-on, so I definitely needed to follow up on those things that I was kind of on the fence. This one is the Lash Like a Boss mascara. My initial thought was that it is a little bit of a drier formula. I agree with that. I also really do not like the brush. It is a thicker brush. I find it very hard to apply it without getting it all over my eyes because of my hooded eyes. Even when I do the trick where I look down and brush it on, I still would get it everywhere. And I think it's because of the brush shape and how big it is. I mean, I like a curve, but this one just seems like an odd curve. This did not uncurl my lashes, and it gave me a decent look. So if you don't have as hooded eyes as I do, and you like the shape of it, you may like this. I just won't reach for this. I'm definitely going to be decluttering it. It's just not the type that I like. Okay, in that same video, I tried the Essence Baby Got Blush Cream. This is a cream stick. It's in Peaches and Cream. Pretty pigmented, much more to me pinky than peach. In person, this is like shocking pink. I actually think this is a pretty good blush. It's not what I'm wearing today. I'm still getting to that one. I love a blush with a little bit of glow to it. Not shocking glow, but a little bit. perfect one to pack if you are traveling because it's so tiny. I wonder how much you get on it. I didn't think to look at that. I always get nervous doing this like it's gonna come out. Okay, that's how much you get. So we're not talking a ton, but Essence also is very affordable. I think it's very pretty on and it blends out really well. So I would be interested in trying another color from this line. I'm assuming they have other colors. Okay, I may have found a new holy grail. This is the Essence Prime Like a Boss eyeshadow base. I have liked for a long time an eyeshadow primer that I get off of Amazon called Thank Me Later. I've loved it for, at least a couple of years. Actually think this may have taken its place or it's just as good. This one's much cheaper. I might be referring to this one much more often because I actually reach for this quite often now. I'm excited about this one. This one is the Essence Fix It Like a Boss Brow Gel. The only thing I don't like about it is that it's not colored. It's a clear, well, I should say there's two things I don't like about it. You would think I'm now telling you I don't like it, but I actually do like it. I don't like how big the brush is. I think it's harder to control where it's going on your face. So I often get gel places I don't want it to go. Because it's clear, it's not as big, but it does have a gloss to it, so I do remove it anytime it gets outside of my brow area. I do wish it was colored instead of a clear, but then they would need to make it a smaller brush because then I'd have brown all over where I should not have it. So yeah. What I like to do is I'll put this on and then I will take one of my little disposable spoolies and I will brush it through and then I'll get rid of any extra gel other places. The thing that makes this so good is that it does fix it like a boss. Like it literally does stay in place all day. And my eyebrows laid down flat and it works. It works. Essence, if you happen to watch any of my videos, please make it a smaller brush and make it brown or black or gray or whatever color, all the colors, include them all. Okay, I tried the NYX Blur. It's the Bear With Me Blur. I did try this on camera and I said I liked it. I have since changed my mind. I tried it the other day and I felt like it was so patchy. It brought out my dryness, which I really thought it would because it is a mattifying. Sometimes when it's blurring, it usually mattifies the area because you can't really blur something and have it be shiny. It'll really show any texture that you have. Oh wow, that looks so bad. Oh my gosh, that looks so bad. Okay, I'm starting over. Definitely it was too dark for me, so that color has something to do with it. I would never keep reaching for this. I need a much more hydrating foundation, and this was not hydrating. I tried the Juvia's Place. This is called Bronzy, and I got it in the color Light. I like the tone of this one, but this one's too light for me. I wish they had made this one a more cool tone one because this one's actually the color that I should be using. I felt like it was patchy. I couldn't get it to just blend out really well on my face, and I don't know, it's just not something I would reach. I'd much rather use my Revolution Cream one or the Physicians Formula one. I'd rather use those way over this one. And I've tried this so many times. I kept wanting to make it work and it just doesn't for me. All right, this is the Revolution IRL, which means in real life, Filter Finisher Lip Definer. It is clear, it looks like a wax. You go kind of outside of your lip line and therefore it's supposed to stop the feathering of your lips. The problem is, it didn't do it. Same company, Revolution IRL Filter Finish. This is their soft matte concealer. Now, I already told you I don't like a radiant concealer, so you would think I would like a matte concealer. Nope, I don't like this one either because it's too drying. I love the applicator. I think it's such a nice design, so easy to apply this because of the angle of it, so I loved that. I just don't like the matte. It's just too matte for me, too drying. The other thing is this is a much more high coverage. And I don't really like a high coverage concealer. I think a medium hydrating one is my absolute favorite. And the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo is probably one of my drugstore faves. Another blush, it's called Supernatural Real Stick, and this is from Well People. Another one of those tiny little ones, just like the one from Essence, although it's actually even smaller than the Essence one. This is the one I use today. I like it a little bit better than the Essence one. It has a nice glow to it, and I like this color. This is in the color Peach, so it's kind of funny. Okay, let me put the two together. This one's called Peach, and I think this one's Peaches and Cream. I like the tone of this one much better. This one's much more of a bright pink, coming across rose on my viewfinder here, but I do like this. It has a nice sheen to it, and I love that in a blush. Although I will tell you, I actually do like them both. I do. Like I said, I want to try a different color in this one. This is a mascara primer from Maybelline. It's called Sky High. The mascara of this same name went completely viral, like on TikTok, Instagram, I guess, all of the above. This is actually the primer of that same thing. I like that the primer is black. It is not, well, it's more like a dark charcoal than black. It comes across that way. I thought because it's a primer, it might not uncurl, and I was wrong. It completely uncurled my lashes. I was so sad. I used it today. If I put them up, you can see them, but if I look straight, I don't think you're seeing too much of my lashes because it literally made them go straight. If you do not have the problem with it uncurling your lashes, you probably will like this. If I look up, I do feel like it elongated my lashes a lot. Like I felt like it gave me great volume. If it uncurls, I'm never gonna see that volume because they're literally sticking straight out. Flower Beauty Low Light Liquid Concealer. No, not concealer, contour wand. This is what I used today, and I will tell you that I did not like it. I don't like this kind of applicator. I feel like it actually kind of went away. It says low light. I don't like a contour or a bronzer to have any glow. I feel like it should not glow. I don't want to glow here at my hairline. I want to glow here only, maybe a little bit here. That's it. But that's me. That's a preference for me. Yeah, I will not be reaching for this. And of course, my neighbor is mowing his lawn. I have no idea who makes this product. I knew it at one point, and I have me putting it on, so I have to find the footage to find out who made it. Everything, all the writing came off, all of it. There's not one stitch of writing left on this. It's a brow pencil. It's fine with me because it's abysmal. Whatever this is, it was very patchy on my eyebrows. You know when you put an eyebrow product on and it literally balls up into tiny little specks, and then you're trying to make a wash of color and it just looks so patchy. That's what it looked like. Definitely something I will never reach for again. They really need to improve the packaging. This is another one of those things that went pretty viral on YouTube. People were loving this. This is the e.l.f. Whoa Glow. It's supposed to be a dupe for, I forgot the name of it, but it's a very popular product. I think Gwyneth Paltrow owns the company. So this is an SPF, and it has a very distinct glow to it. Here's why I don't like it. Like I said just a second ago about bronzer, I don't like it when I shine places I don't want it to shine. I want to control where I put the glow. So if you're using this as your SPF, you've got to put it everywhere. It's got to be every single spot, or it's not going to do its job of protecting your skin. I would rather use my regular SPF, which I'm going to show you my new favorite one, and then put the glow where I want it to glow. All right, this is probably one of my newest favorite things I'm so excited about. This is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Moisturizing Face Serum. So this has an SPF of 60 plus. I have been wearing this the last couple weeks, and I have to say I really like it. I have had no issues with this being under any of my foundations, any makeup. It doesn't have a scent to it. I can wear it alone and it looks great. It is absolutely one of my new favorites. This is the Nude Mood. This is from ColourPop. I'm wearing this today. I actually really like this. I think it's very pretty. I like the shimmers. They didn't have a ton of fallout, which I truly appreciate. It blended well. This one and this one are both ColourPop, and I liked both of them. This is another speed review that you might want to watch. Tons of new products, nothing repeated. I will link that one right here, and I'll see you maybe in that one or another one. God bless.